Okay. Keep banging into the desk. All right, I think we're good. Hi, see Beth. Hi, Beth. How you been? Hope everybody had a good weekend and a nice Mother's Day. Hi, Faithful Mess. How you doing? Hope you're doing okay and your family. Dawn. Hey, Tori. Good to see you. Anytime you're here, Tori, good to see you. Probably have some pictures to show today. Let's see. No, babe, you can't come up here on the desk. Sorry, I got stuff going on today. And we're going to have pan pastel. So I might have to even lock you guys out. I know. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. I know. Let's see. Molly, Linda, Debbie, good morning. Maverick, hanging in there. Okay, Faithful Mess. Terry Brett, Becky Kalura. Hope you all had a good Mother's Day. I did post new garden pictures. I got new garden pictures. Let's see if I can turn it this way. So going into week 6, they are on Instagram. Going into week 6. And it's really getting, I actually have some small tomatoes already. So I had to get the axolotl to help. So now we have Gumby, Pokey, Cat Dog, and the axolotl. So yeah, I'm trying to get new help every week. Yes, Molly, I did. I went to the bookstore. I went to the bookstore. It's always a good day when I go to the bookstore. Hi, Helen. How you doing? Karen. Let's see. Trying to catch everybody. So if y'all are new here, my name is Dee Dee. I stream every Monday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Hi, Maverick. Northern weather all over the place. Gardening is crazy. Yeah, I know it's I'm south of Atlanta, so yeah, we can garden a little earlier. Hi, Ann. Here comes the babies. She can come up for a minute, but when I start pan pasteling, I think I'm going to have to lock them out. Hi, Pamela. Annie. I do have the window open so I could listen to the birds. I was hoping that they'd want to sit or she would want to sit in the window, but all the windows in the house are open, so she can pick one. She doesn't have to sit in my window. But yeah. And let's see what else. The garden. I started drawing. I got my herbs. I got two trays of herbs drying out. So here's one. I haven't posted pictures of this, but there's one tray. There's another tray. So there, I got my herbs drying. Denise bought me some little herb jars for Mother's Day. So I'm going to be doing that. What else? Trying to see what else I got going on. Helen, not usually up this early, but have heartburn. Never been so excited to have. So, did you take a Tums or something, Helen? Take a Tums for your heartburn. Hi, Tommy Joe. Let's see, Dawn, Terry Brett. I'm probably missing people coming in. And then my grandson at his practice with his coach, his wrestling coach. So that's his coach and Logan there. There's Logan and his coach at wrestling. And here's my Catterday, which I did post on Instagram and Twitter. So there's my Catterday. try to catch all up, everything going on, like whatever, right? You know, whatever. And let's see. I did have this pretty lily blooming in my yard, in my garden. What else? And yeah. And then I think my cats are part meerkat. I had both of them standing up. I had both of them standing up in the window, and then, but they're watching birds, but they were both standing side by side like this. So I'm going to try to capture both of them like that. So that would be a good catter day. So anyway, I think that's about it. Other than going to the bookstore, Denise had a wedding she was in this last weekend, and so she we didn't get together on Mother's Day. I went to the bookstore. So she was in a really nice, pretty wedding, and there's all the ensemble there. So yeah. Anyway, so hi Judy. Okay, Helen. You get you some either ginger ale or something like this, some 7 Up or Sprite. I'm drinking lemon water, so I got my lemon water here. ASMR, where's Rachel this morning? Tina won't be here. I hope Janet, oh, Janet may not be here either because she has company. She hasn't texted me to tell me anything. So, oh, there's Denise. Hello, Denise. I won't put you on speakerphone. I just started streaming. What's up? Hello? Denise?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're on speakerphone now. With live stream. We're streaming.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if I was going to be too late or too early or anyway. I was wondering what the crowd thought of that art game that I picked up.
Oh, they liked it. Yeah, they liked it. I showed that last week. We haven't done anything with it, but I did show it and told them that you got for like a couple of bucks. That was like really cool game.
I didn't know if it was a cool game. Like if you actually
one of the art teachers, one of the art teachers said that when she took over her class, that the last art teacher had left that there. It's probably like I don't know how old, but it was in her art classroom when she took over. Hi, Pacola. There's my little snapdragon.
Hi, Pacola.
So I don't know if Janet's going to be here because she has company. Tina's not going to be here. She has errands. I haven't heard anything yet from Julie. Oh, there she is. There's Julie. Okay. So what's up?
Denise has to make the bread. So
you have to make the bread.
How to make the bread.
You mean not the donuts, the bread?
Yeah, the bread.
Well, I started putting all the labels on my little jars.
Oh,
and started, seeing which herbs I'm drawing, which ones I need, which ones, so yeah.
Awesome. Well, have a great day, and I love you, and I will talk to you soon.
Okay, honey. Bye.
Okay, bye.
So, yeah, and Pacola, where'd my little snapdragon go? She's saying hi to Tori back here. So, yeah. So it might just be y'all two today. Y'all two. It just might be y'all two. You want what? I'm going to show them. Yeah, I got these I got everything here at Barnes and Noble for Mother's Day. Yeah. She is a good daughter. She's a great daughter. Both my girls are awesome daughters. They're both awesome daughters. I don't get to see Annie as much. She lives in LA. Denise just lives in, a little over an hour away. So, yeah. Oh, Tori. Oh, we're just all glad you're back home. And I'm not going to say you're healthy, but you're on the mend. And so we're just glad that you're back. So thank you so much for the super chat. You're so sweet. What be super chatting you? Hi, Linda Renz. Thank you so much, Tori, and it's good to have you back. So yeah. Julie. Thank you so much for the nice letter, too, Julie. That was really nice. Thank you so much. I'll put that in my fibs book. I need one of these days. I'll get back. I collect everything in the in a thing in a plastic tub, but I just don't get to doing the fibs. There's so many fibs now, and if y'all don't know what a fib is, it's a friend in the box. And if you're a lurker, you pop in, you stop in, then you'll be a fib too. So, hi, Missy, Stephanie. Who else? I said Harley. I think I said hi to Darlene, Judio. There's Missy. So yeah, I thought I would show my books and then color in the set of art by Mariola Budak. Color in. This is the cover for all her pages. And I thought that I would color. Let me show you the ones I have colored in this set. This is the set of art gold. And so we will. I thought about doing a mermaid. Oh, I'm missing a page. Where'd she go? I have another one here somewhere. There's only two here, and I know I have three. Where's the third one? Where'd the third one go? Did I put it in a book? I might have put it in a book. Did I give it away? I don't remember. Anyway, I thought I had three of them, but there's only two sitting here. I thought we'd work on this one for being mermaid, to do to make her into a mermaid. Although, it's not, we can do whatever we want with her. So the last two I did out of this book was this one. I wanted to send you the brochure. Oh, thank you. Yeah. That's sweet. Thank you so much. I love seeing, information on what people do. Thank you. Thank you, Julie. So, let's see, Faithful. If anyone else having mobile YouTube trouble, there was an update. Okay, well, hopefully everybody will be all right on their updates. Let's see, who else? Helen saying hi to everybody. Dawn. So we did this one. I don't know exactly when. I lose track of time, guys, when we do so much art. And then this one, I did not stream. I just did her. So I did she was not a tiger or a leopard. I just made her one. And so you can see, and I did stickles on her clothes there, on the lace and on her crown. And I try to take an angle picture when I put any glitter or gold on a piece so that you can see it, but it doesn't photograph well. So I did take a side picture, but it didn't really photograph. Look how shiny it is. It's really shiny. So yeah, so I did her with kind of cat eyes, and yeah, I really liked her. And and I put fangs. So I just thought we'd just turn her into a cat. She's fierce, fierce. So I thought I'd turn this one into a mermaid. I haven't done anything for mermaid. I usually don't, but I thought maybe we could turn her into a mermaid. Oh, thanks, Cat and Pace. Coming from Cat and Pace, that's awesome. Thank you, Cat and Pace is an awesome colorist. So let me show you the books I got. Then we'll get crack-a-lacking on some pan pastels and whatever else. Haven't even picked colors for her. I mean, of course, I thought about like my fingernail colors, like maybe pink and teal. I don't think I've done pink and teal. I did teal and in an orange color. I did one of those for Xandra a few months back, and y'all keep Xandra in your prayers too. So let's see. Who else? I think I've said hi to everybody so far. If I missed you, it's not because there's Barb, and hope Rachel's okay. She's usually here. It makes me, nervous. But she had family last week, so maybe she's recovering. And Janet has her son and family there this whole week. So I don't even know if she's going to stream on Wednesday, but we'll cross our fingers and hope they all do something so she can stream. All right, so let me go and show you what I got at Barnes and Noble. I did tweet a picture and Instagram a picture of everything. And if you're talking to me, put it in caps. Make sure you have live chat clicked at the top, and make sure you're watching with the little wheel setting. Make sure you're watching in either 1080 or 720p, because sometimes YouTube will knock you back to like 144 and it looks all blurry and fuzzy, and you're going, what's going on? Reset your wheel. Okay, so first off, let me show you the little books. These came in sets of 3. And so I bought 3 sets, and I think they were like $9.99 each. So that comes out to like $3 and some change each, which I'm using them for art journals and writing journals and art journals. So sip of water here. Okay, so I got the cacti, the succulent set. So this one's the succulents, the cacti, and the aloe agave. Is that how you say it? Agave? And so they're just plain journals. There's like, this one's a grid, then one is plain, and one is line. So you get the 3 different kinds. You get 3 different, 3 different ones in a set. Let me tell you, and let's see if did I keep an ISBN? Oh, I did keep an ISBN. Okay. So it's 9781635441123. And these were on like a table with all kinds of florals and flowers and little journals and pencil cases and things like that. It was like its own little table. So this is a set of those 3. And again, it comes with a lined blank. And it's the same on the front as it is on the back. And a grid. Okay. Same on the front as it is on the back. So there's that one. Then the bees. And I'll give you all the ISBN because I kept the little thing. I put these in my little, just a little collection journal. I have a journal that just keeps stuff like this and little stickers and washi tape samples and all that. They don't have Flow. Yeah, Flow magazines are no longer in the bookstores. There's they quit sending them to the States. You can subscribe, as far as I know, Faithful Mess, but they don't. Flow no longer sends to the States. And I'm sure it has a lot to do with shipping and printing, shipping cost and, stuff like that. Because they are printed. I think they're I'm not sure if they're printed in Netherlands, but the girls are in Netherlands. I think at one time they were printed in Poland. But anyway, they're no longer, the magazines are no longer in the bookstores. Hi, Maseki. There's Rachel. Rachel, we're just talking about you. We were just talking about you, hoping you were okay because I hadn't seen you. Hope you're okay. Now, I know you had family in for a while. Hope they got on their little merry way. Julie's saying, happy marvelous Monday. Let's see, Terry Brett. All right, so the B ones are, and it's 3 in a pack for $9.99. This is 7, 8. Does it start with an? Maybe I wonder if there's. I think there's a. Is there a 9? Did I say there was a 9? Because I think there's a 9 in front of that. Yeah, I think there's a 9 in front of it. This one does. It just kind of rubbed out. I'm pretty sure it's 9, 7, 8, 1, 6, 3, 5, 4, 4, 7, 2, 4, 8. And yeah, they're put out by, oh gosh, am I going to be able to read that? Is it on the back here? The Paul Cavallini and Company. I think that's it. So here's the 3 in the bees. There's the honeybees with the line, and it's the same on the front and the back. And there's the little floral bees, and that one is the grid. And then here's some the queen, the worker, the drone, the different bees. And this has a little beekeeper's guide. And this one's blank. So those are the 3 bee ones. And then the floral ones. There's the grid. And this one's the there. I can't even say it today. This one's a blank one. And this one is the stripe or the lined one. And the ISB for this one is 9781635447279. So yeah. So I thought I'd have some fun with some little journals. I did I don't know if we'll have time to do anything. Maybe on Wednesday. We'll see. But if y'all remember, I bought this Alice in Wonderland for Samantha because she had read it and she was reading in a little dinky copy. So I got her this one. And she did stop by last week, and I gave her some other things. I said, I'm going to keep this for until she's getting ready to move. So I said, until you move, because I want to take some quotes out of it, because I turned this journal that I had into an Alice in Wonderland journal. So Denise got me this at Blick for Mother's Day last week. And so I put the sticker on here because I have this Alice in Wonderland stuff. So I got all kinds of cutouts and papers and all kinds of stuff. We'll go through this when I work on it. So I'm going to make that one an Alice book with Alice quotes. So I wanted to make that into some quotes, an Alice quote book. Okay, so then I got at Barnes and Noble this last weekend. Let's see. Well, she was, Samantha stopped, but she was driving back from Denise's house to Florida to school. And she stopped by here because Denise's house is an hour and 15 minutes away from me. So when she stops here, she's only got about 3.5 hours left to go. So, it's a little break. I fixed her some lunch and then she hit the road. So, yeah, it's going to be an Alice in Wonderland journal, cat and paste. There's Janet. Hi, Janet. Yeah, I told everybody you may not be here. So thanks for popping in. And Tina's not here, but Julie and Picola are here and Rachel's here. If it was an emergency, she'd probably let me mod her. Rachel would probably let me mod her if nobody else showed up. So anyway, hi, Darlene Maseki. Let's see, who else am I missing? I'm just showing my books. I don't know if you saw my the little mini journals that I got, Janet. I got they come in a set of 3, so I got those. And later on, after I show the books, we're going to do a mermaid. We're going to turn her into a mermaid. Well, mermaid-esque. We're going to go probably with these colors, pink and teal. Okay, then I got this little cacti pencil set. It was all wrapped up. They were all wrapped up in a plastic. I took them off. I took the plastic off, and it came with a little pencil sharpener as well. Now I'm going to be honest. I'll probably end up giving these to Cameron. He loves succulents. He loves plants. He loves bugs, and he loves bees. And so, yeah. So there's, I think, 3 different kinds. There are 2 different kinds. I think there's just 2 different kinds. There's this one and this kind of pinky color one. So anyway, it came with those. Was that 8, 2, 4, 6, or 10? 10 pencils in this little case, which Cameron will love, So anyway. And this one was also by the same people that Cavallini and Company that made the little journals. And let's see. Oh, that's pretty small. Let me see if I can let me get my magnifying glass. That's really small ISBN. Rachel. Well, the only thing about making you a mod, you'd probably just continuously be saying ASMR me, ASMR me. Hi, Tess. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. The ISBN is 9781635440904. This is made in Korea. So yeah, so there we go. That's a little pencil case. So then the books I got. Hi, Juanita. I got 2 magazines. I got this one because of the history of Angkor. So I like this. I like to study that place. So they had an article about that in here. So that's why I got this particular issue. I don't buy every Nat Geo. I look through them and see if there's something I want to read about or whatever. But I have done some abandoned places collages with this city. So anyway, I did get that. Then I got the new Somerset Studio, which I think it's been out for a little bit, but I just got it at Books A Million. Let's see, what issue is it? It is the May, June, July issue. So we'll kind of flip through this. I took the day off. I can harass you on the street. I saw you did I don't know if you did a stream or just did a video. I saw it pop up in my feed. Juanita, she spins, i.e. Littlefoot. Hi, Arlene. Good to see you. Anybody else I missed, which I'm sure there are people I missed. So I'll just do a little flip through it. I did not tear. I usually, the first thing I do when I get this magazine is I take out the cardstock art papers. But I left them in until there's a fabric swatch journal. But I left them in. And then there's some like paper dolls. See, like here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and take them out now. They are perforated. So they give you, I think, like 6 in every issue. So they just come right out. Do a little flip here. So they did a little bitty book of backgrounds. Anybody can do that now, people. Don't tell me you don't have any creativity, no imagination. Anybody can make some little background squares to have on hand. There's the forest, and there's all kinds of they have little quotes and supplies. There's a paper doll pattern there. Make some different paper dolls. I think Colleen and Kathy did some like these. I don't know if they got the inspiration out of this particular book, but they did some paper doll with fabric and what do you call it? Ribbons. Hi, Kayla. Who else am I missing? Rebecca. Who else? Good to see everybody. These are echo dyed. Is it? I think call it echo, but isn't it really eco? I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. I just hear people going echo dyed paper, but it's like eco to me, but whatever. I don't pronounce everything the same. Well, like Basquiat, Michel Jean Basquiat. I know I say that wrong too. I should look it up so we can get it right. That's what I did. I did that with moleskin journals. I said, everybody says, no, that's not how you say it. This is how you say it. Whoops. So I looked it up, and they say moleskina. That's how moleskin people say it. So I said, well, so it doesn't matter to me. I just like to, egg people on. This one's not coming out very easily. There we go. So there's this one. But I try to say things correctly, but I know I don't all the time. Nobody does, but that's okay. But I do like to tease people like Keisha on Keisha's. She did a marketplace too over the weekend. I like to tease her because she's one of those, and she does it on purpose. She does it on purpose. Buttons, and I always tease her, and I type it in there. Buttons. I love to tease her on it. We all laugh and laugh. Okay, so anyway, let's see if I can grab this one. I know it's perforated. It's just getting it started, maybe. There we go. Well, I tore it anyway. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm going to cut them up, but, this one. There we go. Started getting that one with perforation. If I would have taken my time, they are perforated. You can get them out nicer. But, let's go back here. I wanted to look at this. So, Lynn Perella, I've got some of her books. She's been a contributor to art journaling in Somerset since like day one. I think, I can't remember. It's either 94 or 96 was when Somerset came out. I still have a lot of those old ones. I did get rid of quite a few of them, and I still have stacks of them. But yeah, here's making some more paper dolls. Oh, why does that remind me of Mary Autier, doesn't it? With the little paper doll and the paintbrush. So cute. Okay, so more of the harder paper dolls, making them on tags here. That's fun. So I don't know, maybe we can do one of these projects. We just have we get backed up with so many projects. And I like to do my collage, my color pencil and coloring, and certain things that we like to do here. Now I'm working on my little journals, my little nature journal, and now I'm going to work in the Alice journal, and I got to do the color. I got to do. I do have my cards started, the lime cards. I want to finish the lime art cards to send out this month, so I have to finish those. So I only stream 2 days a week, and I used to stream 3, but that was a little too much, and I was getting behind on my personal art work. So I cut it back to 2 days a week. Here's some more. Let's see if I can get this spine to open up so I can get these. So this makes 8. This will be 8 cardstock pages in here. I mean, it's heavy cardstock. Let's see if I can get it started here. Now I'm going to tear it. I know I am. Let's try it from the other end. Well, I tore it, but I won't. Again, I tear these. I cut these up, so it doesn't really matter if the edge isn't perfectly straight. There we go. So these are the 8 different papers that come in this one. Yeah. So how are you having fun, Janet, with the family? And they have little project sheets these days. There's a spotlight, and then the little details of the projects. So yeah. So that's a Somerset studio for May, June, July. All right. So then let's go ahead and look. I want to look up because I know I always say Jean Michel Basquiat, but I know that's not right. And I did see he was at our high museum. I do have pictures of me standing in front of his big, ginormous paintings. And he does have a documentary, or well, he doesn't. He passed away in 87. He was only like 27 years old. I think it was 87, 88. He was only 27 years old. It was so sad to me. But anyway, let me look it up here. Who else am I missing? Barely 24 hours a day. I actually cooked my own Mother's Day dinner yesterday because I wanted fried squash and onions, wok wok spinach, and salmon. And Hubster doesn't, he cooks steak and he cooks a lot of things, but those are three things he does not make, and rice. So I made my own Mother's Day meal, which I didn't care. It was just the two of us. Okay, so let's see how to pronounce. Let's see. How to pronounce Jean Michel Basquiat. Some people say Basquiat, but I don't know if that's right. I hear it said a lot of ways. Make sure I get everything. Okay, so let's see. See if I can find it. Okay, here we go.
Jean-Michel Basquiat.
Let me turn it up.
Jean-Michel Basquiat.
Jean-Michel Basquiat.
Jean-Michel Basquiat.
And he does have, there is a documentary out on him. It's like, I don't know, an hour and a half, maybe two. 2 hours long, and it's a good documentary, but it is sad, that he died so young. Peter, I don't know, maybe Lucette. I'd have to look it up. I mean, I've come across a lot of artists, and I don't know every artist's name, in art history, so I can't say that I have. Okay, so we're going to look at this. Let me go ahead and zoom in one. And I do have other books about him that I got at the museum. I have his little, let me see if I can put I should have pulled those. Hang on, let me go run in here. I'll have to look for them. I'll have to look for them later. I don't want to leave y'all hanging too long. I can't find them right now. But I have two like comp books that have been reproduced of his actual composition books, and they've turned them into books that you could buy. His sketch, they're not really sketchbooks, they're composition books with his doodles and drawings in them. And I have two different ones, but I can't find them right now, and I don't want to spend any more time looking, so I'll find them later. Let me make a note. Basquiat comp books. They're really cool. And of course, I won't write in them, but they're made for you to journal in them if you want. So I have started reading it. I'm only up to page 24. I'm just kind of reading the whole book. But let's see. Did I miss anything? Let me scroll back. Scrap Girl. Hi, Devin Rex. Yvonne. Anybody else I missed? Thanks everybody for being here. So yeah. So let's say his name one more time.
Jean-Michel Basquiat.
So yeah. And his paintings, most of his paintings are huge. They're huge. Yeah, they're really cool in person. So there he is right there. And so the documentary on his life is really good. So I'm obviously not going to flip through the whole book, but I'll, flip through some. And they broke it out into the different eras of his art. Let's see. 78 to 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, and 87 to 88. So the book is $159 on Amazon. No. Oh, you know what though? Look for the Tashion one. And I'm not probably saying that right. The Tashion. Look for this one. This is a new version of it. Picola. That one is a bigger. That one's going to be a bigger book, I think. The one that you're linking. Look for the one that's produced by Tashion. Tashin. Ah, I should say look up how to pronounce that. Yeah. No. Oh, yeah, it could be. It could be a special, but it could be a special edition you're looking at, but this is the new version that is reproduced it. So it's cheaper. So this is where I left off reading. So anyway, I'll show a little bit of it here, and then I'll flip. I'll flip to just flip through it. But all you can see all his artwork on. If you just put in Google Images, you'll see lots of his artwork. But this was all during the 80s. And again, a lot of his paintings are really big. They're bigger than they look in this book. So, but as you can see, it's very thick and got tons of his work. But I'm looking forward to reading. You know, there's not a whole lot. Most of it is his work, but each chapter, each era of the discussion has, you know, a little bit of history. Thank you. Thank you, Picola found it. So let me go ahead and click on that. Okay, now that says Spanish. Make sure, because a lot of the Taschen books are in different languages. I have some of the ones from Fashion that are in French. Make sure you get the one in English. So just saying, make sure you get, I'll give you the ISBN in a minute. I got this one at Barnes & Noble. Hi, Fernando. Anybody else I missed? Just showing Basquiat's book. And if y'all have not seen the documentary, it's been a while since I saw it. It was on YouTube. I don't know if it still is. And I will have to find his comp books, which I bought on Amazon as well. Well, this one I bought. This book here I got at Barnes & Noble. But the little comp books, I bought those at Amazon. So anyway, there's another picture of them right here, I think. And I did buy a whole bunch of postcards at the museum when they had his showing at our high museum a few years ago, which I gave all those out to you guys when I went to the high. Anytime I go to the high museum, I always get a lot of postcards so I can share them with you guys. So yeah, so it's a nice big thick book, and the ISBN is 978-38365-80922, and at Barnes & Noble is $25. Of course, I'm a member, so I get a discount. Plus, I had gift cards for my Mother's Day. So, I am in the process of reading it. So, this one goes back in the bedroom where I keep my stacks. Then this book has been published in many, well, not many, a couple. I've seen it in different versions. And it's been published and it did have a big wrinkle in it, but that was okay. It was the only copy they had. I've seen it in small little books, like about, I think about this size, like the size of the little book that Rachel got us, this about this size. And each one, or maybe it was two in a book. Anyway, there's different versions of this book. And there's Celtic pattern, Islamic design, curves, perspective, symmetry, the golden section, and it's all about patterns and design, where they originated, how they came about, the geometry of them. I love geometry, so I love this book. But the one that I've seen before, they were small and very tiny and hard to read. This one is small enough. Well, that's not too bad, but some of the text is very small. But the other books are very, very small, and it was just too much strain to read. And so I never got the other 2 or 3 different versions of it. But this one, when I saw it, I go, oh, it's bigger. It came out in a bigger version. So I finally got this one. If you have any questions, put it in caps. I'm probably missing people coming in. Yeah, I think that's it. Faithfulness. But I saw, but they had it on YouTube. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe. I don't know, maybe an hour and a half. It's been so many years since I seen it. I think it came out in the 90s. I think the video was in the 90s is when it came out. So yeah. But it's really good if y'all come across it on YouTube. So anyway, yeah, there's 6 chapters. I think, did I say 6 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, 6. And it talks about the history and the geometry and how they developed all the patterns in those different cultures. So I love this book. Oh, thank you, Bacola. Thank you, my little snapdragon. Hi, Uncle Dan. Who else am I missing? Settle down, Rachel. Let's get Rachel to settle down now. Let's give her an ASMR moment. Hi, Edgy. So anyway, it's just all a book of all the different history of these patterns. So again, there's a Celtic, then there's the Islamic. I'll go try to get Islamic design and their lettering, and this is where I left off. I read multiple books. I read multiple books at the same time. So I usually, and I'm not kidding, I usually have 10 books going at once. And as long as they're not similar, then I don't confuse them. Like I don't read 2 cozy mysteries at the same time. I don't read, I try to, be reading just different things. So anyway, it's just really very informative. There's ironwork, how they did their compositions, planning with geometry, the ornamentation. I know I'm kind of far away. Maybe I should zoom in again. I don't know. There we go. Yes, Ice Cube and Lemon ASMR. Tiles, block repeats, compositional techniques, just so much information. Plus, I just want to get a pencil out. Now, Janet will be getting out a compass and a ruler, and I did read one thing here. I think it was in the Celtic Knots that they would do so many with a compass, so many circles and things with a compass until they had muscle memory in how to do them. So it was kind of interesting. And I haven't read into this yet. I haven't got this far. So then we're into symmetry, But yeah, I've wanted these 6 books in one. I wanted them for a long time, but again, they were so small. I go, oh, that's so tiny. I can barely see the illustrations, let alone read it. But they reproduced it in this format. But look at the patterns. Hi, preppy girl. So if you can, yes, well, I probably have already enabled you in the last 30 minutes, but I'm not going back. Hi, Tamira. Riri. Good to see you. Good to see you, preppy crafty girl Jonna. And the golden symmetry. So anyway, it's just also, you know, you'd think that you wouldn't realize how much math is in nature. So anyway, that one. Then the last 2 I got. I have 2 other of these. Let me grab them here. 2 other ones of these, and I think there's like 6 out. I think there's another one coming out in September, but I saw this one at Barnes and Noble. I already had Atlantis and Apothecary. So what another thing I like about these is the quotes. They have quotes dealing with that topic in between. So like on the sea, this one's all about the sea. So I really like these. It's good quality stickers. And you can get these on Amazon, and the bookstores have them too. So I already had the sea one and the apothecary one. So I won't go through them all. I just wanted y'all to kind of get an idea of what's out there. This is the one that I got. I like this vintage ones. So, and again, there's all kinds of quotes in between. So if you look this up on Amazon, they're all in there. Okay, Helen, feel better. Feel better, Helen. Thank you for stopping in. Hi, Angie. See, look, it's just unusual kind of stickers. And again, in between each one, there's a quote. So I'll probably write some of those down in a quote book. Here's a Tolstoy quote: life consists in penetrating the unknown. So they just got good quotes in here. So I'll write some of those. And I think on Wednesday, I probably will work in the Alice in Wonderland journal. I know there's I don't know, some of you, I don't want to say quite a few of you, but there's some of y'all that are doing Alice in Wonderland journals. So, yeah, just all kinds of vintage looking. So I only have the 3, and I think there's like maybe 6 or 7 different ones with new ones coming out. So, and then this book was on clearance. Well, it was in the sale. I think it was like $12. What was it normally? I'm not sure what it normally is. But this one was in the sale books for like $12. The Complete Language of Flowers, a definitive and illustrated history, which I had, and I had the Culpeper Herbal, and I had some other flower books, and the kids have taken them over the years. So I thought, well, I'm just going to get me this one. So it's just kind of like a little encyclopedia. It's kind of like a little encyclopedia of flowers, plus beautiful pictures, of course. But in this case, I got it for the information more than, I'm not cutting this one up. Hi, Dolly. Who else? Ray. Oh, I'm sure I'm missing people coming in. So, and I did start drawing some of my herbs out of my herb tower garden. See, look how pretty these are. It's just beautiful. So, yeah, the complete language of flowers. And I already had, some of my herb books, like this one. And Nicole, I don't know how you pronounce her, Epilion. Anyway, she was on Alone, the show Alone. She didn't win. She didn't make it to the end, but she was on that show. And she and Claude Davis have written this last book. Now, this is not a cheap book. I mean, I think it's because they're self-published, and this is $40 or something like that on Amazon. And I had to wait like 2 or 3 weeks to get it. Maybe it's not that much anymore or that long anymore. But this is like really, it's really like a definitive guide to herbs out and plants in the wild, and it's all kind of herbal remedies and just all kinds of stuff. So I haven't really got into it much yet. I'm just growing the herbs for food, for spices and stuff. But I got that one, and then I did already have this one, the natural remedies one. So again, I haven't really got into them very heavily because I'm just growing them for the spices. And Denise got me some jars, and I already started putting the labels on them. They're just little jars about this big with like kind of cute little labels, silver caps to put my dried herbs in. So let me show you where I have them laid. I have a picture of them here. Let's see. I have 2 trays. I have more, but this is as far as I got so far. So I have 2 trays. They're as big as this, right? This board right here, it's bigger than this. So they're laid out, quite a lot on them. And then I, put what they are next. This is on parchment paper so that I can dry them. So there's the 2 sheets that I have. Yeah. So those are the 2 that I've got going right now. So anyway, the complete language of flowers. Again, I'll use some of this in my garden journal, which every time I open it up smells so good. So yeah, let's see. I'll just kind of do a little flip through. So this is what I did, and somebody told me, I think it was Kathy Arbor or Lady Jan, that they'll mold. I just have them flattened in between pieces of packing tape just for a sample. But I'm going to put some I'll do the same thing when I dry it. I'll put it in between 2 pieces of packing tape and put that in here as well. And then probably do some drawings of them. So, yeah. So, it just smells so good. And then this is nothing on this one yet. So I just have some of the different ones. I tried to have all of them, but I've got a few more since this that I need to add. Here come the cats. I put my strawberries in there too, just because. And then I have a whole big pamphlet here on onions that I need to do an onion page. Orange, which I just like drawing oranges. I'm not growing any, not in Florida. And then carrots, which I did not do carrots this year. Lemongrass. Tomatoes. I'm growing, I think, 4 different kinds of tomatoes, 3 or 4 kinds of peppers, squash, cucumbers. And so I need to do some more writing and journaling on that. And so then I just made a pretty page, some information. Here's how my garden was laid out. And that's all I got in here. But it just smells so good. Okay, so let's put this back up here. And you're going to have to get down, baby, because I'm going to get into the pan pastels. Do you want to say good morning to everybody before I throw you off the table? Oh. Yes, Rachel. Let me take a sip of my water here. You're going to have to get down, baby, because we know what happens when you get into the pan pastels. It's happened to you before. Let me back out one. We know what happens when you get into the pan pastels. I know. I did have a good Saturday picture, I thought, this week. Sorry, guys. I need to drink some more of my. Let's see. Let me go over to my Instagram. Oh, Julie, I just saw another post by you. Let's see. Thought that was a good one. I try to capture them in different ways once, but moving cats, hard to photograph. So I have to kind of wait till they're asleep or standing still or looking out the window or something, because otherwise it's just all they all look the same. So I know, Jude, trust me, they get pets and brushes, and she's just purring away, get all that fur off of her. She Yeah, I brush them all the time because they do shed. If I keep them brushed, they're good. All right, babe, you're gonna have to get down now. I know. Come on, let's get down. Come on, gotta get down. I might have to close the door too, because she'll be trying to come back up here when I'm working. All right, so again, I'm gonna work in out of the Set of Art Gold, Mariola Budek Art. Some of her work, and I know I have another one of hers somewhere, but it's not in my stack right here. And so I did this one a while back. This one, there's not a video. I just did this by myself, but you can see the gold. So I turned her into a leopard, gave her fangs, cat eyes, and just turned her in. I just wanted to do that. Well, today we're going to do the same thing, but with a mermaid. We're going to do Mermay. So, so I'm thinking of some kind of a stencil background. I didn't put any stencil background on either one of these. And, but I think I might put some kind of, gonna have to go put them out and close the door. Come on, baby. I'm sorry. I can't do pan pastels with them. The last time she got into red, yellow, and blue pastel, and you can't, if you add water to it, try to wash it out, it just smears. They are non-toxic, so it was fine. Eventually, but I couldn't get it off of her. So, all right, so let's see. I got my little pan pastel stuff here. I think I do want to do some kind of stenciling with some kind of watery looking something. Let me get something. I'm going to get some stencils over here and see what I want to do. These are too big and they're not going to be what I'm looking for. I'm probably going to want to get in that pack. So I don't know what I want to do in the background. I want something organic looking. Maybe this. Although I'm going to give her scales. So this will probably look too much like scales. It's going to be too similar. This kind of looks a little bit, this could be seaweedish. That might work in the background, like seaweed. I mean, I have the obvious things like, but I don't want to do, now my door is rattling because of the wind. Let me put something in the door. Got a piece of something here. Keep it from rattling because of the wind and the Oh, wait. No, wait. I got these. I have these are really old. These are airbrush stencils. And these are, if you ever buy airbrush stencils, they are as expensive as all get out. It's like, why are they so expensive? Because they're made for airbrush. So I think I'm going to go with those. Okay. And I think these are the only airbrush stencils well, there's 3 in a pack. I don't know. But yeah, very, very expensive. Oh, let's see. Shelly, I try to do one a week. I've missed a couple, but I do try to do a Catterday every week. There's a couple people that really, if I don't, they miss it. Okay, so I'm thinking, do I want to do ink? I should probably let me do a little test. Let me get a piece of scratch paper up under here. And maybe do ink instead of pastel background. All right, let's see here. You should see all the stacks on my floor. All right, sorry guys, I hit my chair is oversized, but it's so comfortable. It's squeaky and it's oversized, and I hit the arms on the table all the time, but oh well, it is what it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and try some of these. And I'll probably I'm thinking these pink, I picked these colors of fingernail polish to go with Mermay, to do pink and teal, but I don't want that in the background because she's going to be pink and teal. So I'm thinking, what kind of, do I just want like green, like sea foam green? What kind of, or just some kind of, neutrally green in the background? Let's see. Oh my gosh, that rattling is driving me crazy. I got to get a thicker piece of paper or a thicker Post-it note or something to put in here. All right, let's see. I just need to stick some paper in the door. There, maybe that'll work. Nope. Still not thick enough. There we go. All right, I think that's it. It's just going rattle, 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 rattle. Because I got my window open. So my window is blowing breeze through the... Okay, let's go ahead and try these. Do I just want a nice neutral olivey green? Let's see. Just thought the door was a new... Let's see what this looks like. Well, let's see it because it's already on there. All right, let's try again here. So I just want something like that. All in the back. There's not a lot of background, but just something like that. And if I need to add a little other color in there, I can do that with pencil. So I think that's what we're going to roll with. Okay. I don't like to overthink it because then we don't get anything done. We overthink things. All right, so let's see. And of course, I try not to get it on her hair too. Let's see about here, maybe right about there. Maybe I should make it look like it's growing up because that's how, it would be. What do y'all think? Does that kind of look seaweedish? Seaweedy? Let's get a different. Right, and maybe some of this part here. What do you think, Cat and Pace? Cat and Pace would, you won't tell? Maybe a little bit darker right there. That's better. So you can go back over it. You just have a little darker area, but it gives it more definition. Maybe a little more right there. Maybe a little more right there. Of course, I don't really want it too much on her. Maybe just a little bit. Kind of like she's in the weeds. And I usually trim this down anyway because it's a little oversized. And if I want to put it in my book, it needs to be a little smaller. So this is the European sizing. Okay. I think maybe one more. All right. So what do y'all think? How's that look for an undersea look? All right. And if I want more color, I can get in there with pencil or even some more ink later. All right. So let's roll with that. Now let me move all the stamps off the table. So we can do pan pastels. All right. Love watching. Aw. Well, I just don't worry about it too much. If it doesn't turn out, it's like, well, what's the worst that can happen? Well, hopefully we won't find that out today. Hopefully we'll do okay. So here's my little tool packs here. And these are these sponges and these that come on the tools. They're SOFFT. They're made by Pan Pastel, and they are different than like makeup sponges. And now these, I do need to change this one. They do the small one like this. See, can you see how it's already wearing? These do wear out pretty quickly. The little pointy ones, and you just buy them in a pack of I think 10, and but they do, it does matter. The sponge, the soft sponge stuff, it does matter. Same for this. I use these for palettes. I don't do huge, big Pan Pastel pieces, so I use their sponges for palettes, which I'm trying to get, I think her name's Bernadette, trying to get her to make a palette to use for the out of the sponge material for Pan Pastels. But as far as I know, they haven't come out with that yet. I just cleaned everything off on a paper towel. And then I have my kneaded eraser, because you can erase if you make a, you get out of lines or go somewhere you don't want to go. Just, you can erase it. You can erase Pan Pastel unless you've already sprayed it. Now, if you spray it, you do have to spray it, by the way. You do have to fixative it. But before you fixative it, you can erase. Okay, so you can erase. And I also have a little, what do you call it? A electric eraser's battery. So, which is pretty pastel-y. I need a baby wipe. Oh. All right, let me wipe off my battery here. So, and then I'll get out sponges to use for palettes. All right, so I have not picked colors yet. I'm getting ready to do that. You want to keep your hands clean, and before you spray it, you want to make sure you've erased anything that in places you don't want it. Put it in caps if you're talking to me. Is fixativeness and fixative. I think I have it up in here. Let's see. And I do want to show you this because You want to get, I use the Grumbacher matte final fixative. The final fixative seems to smell a little less than the workable fixative, but I wouldn't trust either one to be workable in the sense that once you spray it, you can remove, erase off anything. So anyway, I get the final fixative, but you get matte. Now I'm going to show you, I accidentally one time bought gloss. Look how similar they are. See how similar they are? Do not spray your gloss on your color book pages. But I accidentally bought this, but it's very similar looking in the jar, right? So I accidentally bought that. So you want to get matte. Grumbacher matte is what I use. Okay, so what I'll do is I will work on this up to a point when I think I've got as much of the pan pastel on it as I want, and then I will go spray it. I'll go outside and spray it. Don't spray it in the house. I'll go outside and spray it, and then I'll come in and work with color pencil on top of it. Okay, if y'all have any questions, just put it in caps. All right, so I've not decided on colors yet, but I did think of, maybe these tealy colors and pink, these colors. So I'm thinking maybe these kind of teal colors. I'll probably maybe need a dark gray or black. We'll see. There's a nice peachy color. Let's get someone's barbecuing out there. It's wafting in. Smells so good. Maybe pink. So I'm thinking pink. So I don't have, let's see, my pinks are kind of magenta like this. So I'll have to like tone it down some. So we'll go with this and maybe pink. I don't want to get into lavender. That's probably enough colors right there, and white. So I have all the trays. They're not in order. They're not in the order that they come in. I need to go through them all and put them back in order, or at least put them with yellows, reds, oranges, greens, like that. And then these two trays. This one, you can see white. I use a lot of white, but I'm telling you, there's something like maybe $6 a little thing, and they come, if you can buy them with the caps on them, you can buy them individually, like at Blick. Or you can buy them in sets. You can get the portrait set. You can get different sets. I would recommend getting a couple of colors, or maybe the portrait set if you plan on doing this, and seeing if you like it before you do it, before you buy all the sets. Spending the money to buy them all. Just get a few, or just buy maybe a couple, maybe a white, a couple of colors of skin tone or something like that, and see if you like working with it. Yeah, oh my gosh, I know somebody's barbecuing outside. It smells so good. It's coming right in my window. I have my window open. So anyway, to see if you enjoy working with pan pastels. I did not think that I would like pan pastels because I don't particularly like pastels, chalk pastels, but these are creamier. They're not dry. They're not as dry as like regular pastels. They're different. They are different. Okay. So I do enjoy these. And let's see. I don't see anything else in caps. Put it in caps. Let's see. Is fixed. Okay, go. I think I've seen everything in caps. So I am thinking I'm going to have her have pink hair and blue skin with scales. I'm giving her scales. She's going to be a mermaid. So, and I don't know about her bodice here, what color I want that to be. Maybe if I do her hair in pink and magenta, do I want her just to have her outfit be in white with some shading? I'm not sure. All right. So like here, I got some of this on her arm. Not that it matters, because some of the what do you call it? The seaweed she's going to be in the seaweed, right? So, all right. So let's see. I think I'll go ahead and start by just doing, just doing her. Let's start with her skin, because I'm just going to go ahead and put. And I don't know if I want her to have dark teal eyes, and I'll zoom in when I start doing detail. I'm going to leave it this far away while I do a base coat on everything. And then when I start doing the scales and everything, I'll go ahead and zoom in. So I'm just going to go ahead and start. I'll probably give her these teal eyes. And maybe, I don't know if I want to give her blue. I really want to keep her all kind of a teal color so she looks like mermaid, right? So again, this is for Mermay, which I don't ever remember really participating in. I do Inktober every October. I've done that for, I think, 7 years now. I've completed Inktober for just a little piece. I've completed Inktober every year for like 7 years, and I plan on doing it again this October. Zippy mermaid. And so I do like base coating everything with pan pastel and working with pan pastel on color book pages. You can get some subtleties. Do I want maybe I'll make her stomach showing. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's just have her stomach there showing across from the lace. That'll be cool. And if I'm doing any mixing, I'll mix over here. I'm just doing just one color now. But when I mix on these sponges. And then I'll fixative it, and then I will come back with pencil. Okay, Shelly. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sheila. All right, so now let me go ahead and clean off the teal for a minute. And I want to get, her hair is going to be pink and magenta, so I'm going to base coat with pink. It's very light at first, but it will have very dramatic contrast when I get done. Very dramatic contrast. I like high contrast in my coloring. But as you can see, if you tried to do this, just what I've done so far, base coat the hair and her skin with color pencils, you'd be here for some hours, right? You'd be here for some hours just on this alone. Now you can see when I go over this, the line art, how you're getting rid of the blackness of the line art, but you can go back in, which I will do, with your shading and get the darkness back. But I really prefer it not to be this black anyway. I'm going to want it to be dark magenta and maybe some dark, really dark areas. But now I don't have that dark line art that I have to try to make look softer, right? So I'll probably I might just go ahead and do her, because I'm going to shade her skin with this color, but on her bodice here, I might do even a darker shade of the teal. Okay, so, and you saw me just go and kind of get rid of dust. There's not a lot of dust with pan pastels, nothing like there is with pastels. However, and let me show you this because I don't want anybody to do this. When you blow off any little bit of dust, make sure, and I'm not saying y'all are spitting every time you do something, but you just want to make sure not to get any spittle when you go, because I'll do it with water. So let's just say, of course, you wouldn't spit this much, but I have to make a point. So I'm not going to spray it here because I don't want to get water on here, but I'm going to come over here and just do a little spritz of water on this piece of paper, because I want you to see what happens if you get water or any kind of anything on your piece. So now I sprayed this with water, right? Now I'm going to pick up some color. Now look, see what happens? This happens. If you get any kind of water on your, don't sneeze on it, right, cat and paste. See what happens? that does not go away. You cannot erase that. You'd have to paint over that. You cannot get rid of that. Okay. But now it could look good. I'm getting ready to do scales. I'm getting ready to do scales on her skin. I'm a little tempted. I'm a little tempted to mist her skin and actually do that on her skin. So we'll see. might be a little too hodgepodge doing that. Not enough control, because you're spraying something. It's gonna, just go. It is gonna be what it is, right? So I think I'll just go ahead and do it by hand. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit. You can see the colors I'm working with. And hopefully we're going to be good with the sliding here. I do lose a little bit of clarity when I do this, but hopefully it would make a good background. Yeah, just spray the background. You'd have to cover her up though, right? You'd have to cover up whatever you were working on to get rid, so it didn't get on her. Okay, so now I think I will have these. I'm going to put, and again, most of this is going to be these tiny, tiny details. This would be done with pencil. Okay, but I'm just going to just remind myself that she's going to have these teal eyes. All right, so it's a little loose on there. Let's pull that down just a little. Be careful, this will rip. You could use Versamark. That's true. Versamark, Devin. All right, so now I'm just going to go ahead and start lightly, carefully. I want to just start shading first, but I'm not putting any scales on her yet. Right now, I just want to put a little bit of shadow where I'm heading here with her. And take your time. And if you get into little tiny, tiny areas, it's probably best if you use a pencil. Okay, get in there with the pencil. If you have a set of Prismacolors, you'll pretty much have every color you need. I will give her pink eyebrows. I'm going to go ahead and give her blue lips though, because she's going to be all mermaidy. Mermaidy. Hi, Dot. I'm starting out slow. You can always, and you can, until you spray it, you can erase. So if you think, oh, I got that a little dark there, or I need to lighten that back up, just take your eraser. You can do that. But I do like to kind of take my time with it a little bit. Can't take too much time because, we are streaming. But a lot of these details I'll get in here with pencil. Okay, a little bit on our chin here and our neck. If you have any questions, put them in caps. I didn't see if Janet said she was going to forgo streaming today. Yeah. Yeah, she's just going to be, she's going to be Mermay. I'm doing it for Mermay, everybody that does, it's kind of like Inktober, but in May you do mermaids every day. I think one, or maybe I'll pull out the, my, what's her name? First name, Dereco. Camilla's Dereco's mermaid book, and maybe do one more. I do her, every October in between Inktober. For the last couple of years, I've done her creepy book. I've worked in her creepy book. Maybe when I take a break to go spray this, I'll grab those two books, the mermaid one and the creepy book, and show you what we've done in those. Let's just go ahead and put a little bit of shadow right along her hairline there. Janet's not streaming. Okay, thank you, Bacola. All right, so now let's just keep adding a little bit more shadow. I'm just going to take my time. A lot of the tiny detail will be done with pencil, but you can see how far you can get with pastel that it would take you some hours to do with pencil. But not everybody likes to do pastel. I get that. I didn't think I would like it. And then again, I think her bodice, let me find some. Here we go. I'm going to do her bodice. Maybe I need this side. A little darker, but keep it in the blue, tealy family. Probably get in there with pencil. Erase right there. And then the strings, I'll do a different color. And the lace, I'll do probably white. So this would just be like a base coat. And I'll do a little bit of the scales probably with pan pastel. But then the bulk of it will be pencil. Just kind of feather that down. Hi, Nighthawk. How you doing? It's been a while. I haven't seen you. Well, maybe I saw you last week or the week before. Hope you're doing well. So hopefully we'll get a good ways in with this. And then whatever I don't finish, I'll try to finish today off stream. Okay, so I want a little bit of shadow on her. Because that's going to be her skin. Her skin is going to be showing right here. A little bit like that. Okay, let's see. A little bit more shadow in here. So again, she's going to have blue skin and pink and magenta hair. Can y'all hear the birds? I like listening to the birds when I'm working. Okay, there's a good start. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and get some more of the magenta for the hair. Again, just cleaning this off on a paper towel. Sorry, guys. Can y'all see? Do you want me to zoom in some more? I just have to remember when I'm zoomed in that I have to keep moving things up and down so I don't, so I stay in frame. So how many of y'all have done pan pastels? Anybody? You see how soft it makes it though? It's almost like using Copics to blend, makes it so smooth. And by the way, one of these is cheaper than one Copic. A Copic is like $7 or $8. These are like 6 or 7 at the most each. So if you do Copics, you're spending more on markers than you would on pan pastels. So in that sense, they're budget friendly, and you'd have to buy refills for Copics. These things, just doing color books like this, you probably never have to buy another one again. Oh, you do, Devin? Okay, Devin. I don't know if I've seen anything recently that you've done with pan pastels. Of course, I'm sure I miss a lot of videos and a lot of IG. But see how soft you can get the blend? Look at that. Yeah, I was saying earlier, Missy, is to get get a couple of skin tones or a couple of colors just to test out and to see if you like them before you buy sets of them. But you do need the soft tools. It does make all the difference. These are not like makeup sponges. And a kneaded eraser to get when you get out of line there. Hi, Penny. Thank you. I'm not doing any blending colors, light and dark, magenta or anything like that. I'm just going straight light and then I'm doing the dark right on top of it. And you can spray in between your layers, but just know that once you spray it, you're not going to be able to erase what you sprayed. So, whoops, like that right there. So way off the hair. Let's see. Judy says she uses her pan pastels on the jelly plate as well as her paintings. Yeah, I've seen some people do some pretty cool things on their jelly plate. I have not pulled my jelly plate out in probably, gosh, guys, more than a year. I just so many other things, that I like to do. You just have to kind of pick a couple that you really like, and kind of, I do try to do a variety of things here so that people can see multiple things that they can try. But I don't do any one of those, most of those things exclusively. I used to do a lot more color books than I do now. I still try to do, maybe one a month or every other. But, I love my collage. And then I started doing those little like nature journals just because I wanted to kind of see if I liked doing those. So, plus if I have any commissions, then I have to do those, and I don't do those on camera for the most part. So, it's a lot to do. Plus, try to stay, up with some of y'all's streams, and which I can't. I like to watch streams while I'm working too, but it's you need to kind of settle in on a few things. Like I quit doing any kind of years ago. I did polymer clay and jewelry and 3-dimensional boxes and all kinds of different things. But I just, I got rid of it all because I can't do all of it and still enjoy some of the ones that I really enjoy. So, hi Jane. Just as you know, my stencil, my Pactile Parish arrived while I was away. Oh, good, good. You got your Happy Meal. Okay, good. And you also should be getting your little mini journal. You know, the mini journal. You should be getting that too. Or was it with it? I don't remember. The little mini journal, because I liked your big one so much. I sent you one of the little ones. Did you get that yet? I haven't heard back on anybody getting their little mini journals. I hope everybody's getting them. All the I don't I don't hear back on a lot of happy mail, so hopefully everybody gets. Or if you don't get your happy mail, I hope you let me know. Cat and Pace, I wrote the wrong address, so two of her things were sent back to me, and I've sent them back out. So hopefully she'll get those. Well, she got one. Hopefully she'll get the other one this week. It was my bad. I wrote down the address wrong. So, but y'all have to tell me if you don't get something. Benjamin's not there yet. Okay. I sent those out a couple weeks ago. That doesn't sound good, Jane. How long did it take the stencil? Do you remember the postmark? How long did it take the stencil to get to you? Do you remember? Because I don't remember. I don't remember. But it seems like you should have got it by now. I'm trying to remember to keep pushing this up to stay in camera. You see how soft it is and how quickly it's going compared to like doing it with all pencil? It's been averaging 3 weeks. Okay. Well, then maybe. Hopefully it got there, or gets there, rather. I'm pretty good about getting the mail. Anytime I do happy mail or giveaways, within, say, 3 days, I'm at the post office getting things mailed. Of course, if it's just a letter or something that with a stamp on it, I just put that in my mailbox to go out. But if I have to have anything weighed or anything like that to the post office, I try to get there within 3 days at the latest, usually 2. All right, so I'm kind of liking that. Just has a nice little base. And then the other thing that you can do is you can pick out highlights. So I can take my kneaded eraser here, which is getting a little old. I need to bust out a new one pretty soon. Charlie Brown mailbox check. Okay. All right, Kat. So, but anyway, you can pick out highlights. See how I can get that almost back. Well, you can see that's showing up. I can get that back to white. So you can pick out, but you got to keep cleaning. You got to keep cleaning your kneaded eraser. You're picking up chalk, right? So you have to keep cleaning almost every couple of strokes of the eraser. See how it's brightened that up? Maybe you can see. I don't have a high contrast yet, but see. So I'm just kind of, and plus I also go in with posca a lot of times to even get more highlights, but I'm just showing you, you can keep getting highlighted areas with your eraser, but you got to keep cleaning it. I'm just going to pick out a few. And I just keep cleaning it. Does a kneaded eraser come to? What happens usually is after you've used it for some time, and they last a good long time, they start almost separating. They almost start like feeling dried out and not folding over on themselves very easily. See how that kind of tore right there? They start doing that. after a while. But you'd be surprised how long they last. And you can get like a little tiny, look, you can get to a little tiny point and get in there. The thing about doing that, though, is that you got to keep cleaning it real regular. I kind of make a little flat thing like this when I'm doing like the hair, like here. Just kind of do a swish or two, and then you got to clean it. You're welcome, Arlene. Yeah, if y'all have any questions, put it in caps. Otherwise, chat amongst yourselves. And really, this is probably kind of unnecessary because I will go in here with more color and posca, but I just want y'all to see what you can do with it. And the same thing goes with your little and this one probably needs to be turned around so I can have a sharper edge. You just take the little eraser out, turn it upside down, put it back in there like that, put it back in. And then you can do the same thing. Like, let's say her teeth, maybe, which I'll probably use posca as well. But and you can do it with the hair or whatever. But any place that you really need, like maybe under her eyebrow there. You know, tiny, little details like maybe this lace. I think I need a new battery, actually. So you can do that. And there's different kinds of these. I've got a couple different ones. I don't know where the other one is. But anyway. All right. So can see what else. Yeah, Penny, I'm using pan pastels. If you have any questions, put it in caps. I won't think you're yelling at me. Okay, so now let's go back with the dark teal and do a little bit more. I'm going to do most of her skin and stuff with a pencil, but because I'm thinking I'm not going to be able to get my scales like I want with this big it's a smaller area than it looks. But I don't know, maybe I'd like to do it with a stencil if I could, but not that. I want it to be more. Let me look at my stencils. Let me just look what I do with them. Oh my goodness. Let's see what we got. Let's see what kind of scaly stuff we got. Like, I like this, but it's too big. I'd like this if it was tinier, which I may have something like that. I just got to look. So give me a minute to flip through my stencils. Okay, this one looks a little smaller, but this one doesn't look, it looks too branchy. And I want it to be more, some more, the design to be more, actual scales. See, because I'll show you, let me get a test paper again. I'll show you what I'm after. Here we go. Here's one. What I'm kind of wanting to do is for the skin to look like this, but smaller, right? I can't get that detail with this tool, but so I'm going to look and see if I have some kind of a stencil that I can use that will give me this. See, this is just not quite right. This is a little too big. And that's a little more leopardy. I want it more fish-like. I have it in my head. If I have to do it all with pencil, I will. But it'd be nice to do some with pastel just to show you the technique. So let me dig a minute. I'll dig a minute. Oh, wait. Let's see. What's this? That's too leopardy. Her hair's looking beautiful. Oh, thank you, Terry. I'm looking. It's going to take me a minute, guys. Because I got to find, and I don't even know if I'll have anything like that. I'm kind of looking over each stencil and the areas, like I'm looking over different areas to see, will that work? Will that work? You know, kind of looking over each design. So I'm thinking maybe, no, it's too flowery. Still. Okay, here we go. Here we go. But that's too big. I like the scales, but it's a little big. Do I have something like that smaller? I'm not sure. I might be able to use some of that, like maybe on her arms, or I mean, I could make it work. It's just that if she's scaly, if she's scaly, I wanted it to be a little smaller scales. Okay, hang on. Right, let me look in this other pack. All right, let's see. Do I have anything like that but smaller? Seems like I do. Seems like I've used something like that smaller. But I'm just sitting here digging through this, guys. And here's some dots. That might come in handy maybe for the background. Some more bubbly like stuff in the background maybe. Still digging. Looking for those scales. Bubbles. Florals. Lots of geometrics. So you gotta work it. Gotta keep working with it until you find what you. But I don't want to take all day. I'll settle. I will settle at some point. I'll say, oh, that's it. I've dug long enough. We're going to go with that. Flipping through the stencils. More bubbles. Oh, I kind of like those. Those are littler. And that one's cool too. It's not scales. Okay, bye, Devin. Thanks for stopping in. Let's go check out, see what you've been working on lately. Oh, look, we have this. Should we use those little? We could use some of that in the background, maybe. We'll play with that. Maybe put one kind of in front of her or something. All right, not seeing anything smaller than that. That's what I want right there, but smaller. Don't think I have one that's smaller than that. Spider webs. I mean, I got everything. But no more scales. Smaller. Wait, what's that? No. Give me a little patience. Little patience, people. See, this is the same thing. It's just, I like this one better. And it's the same size. Okay, I'm going to have to roll with that, I guess. I see stars on some punchinella. Some punchinella stars. That's kind of interesting. Okay, let's see what we can do with this then. Because I am not seeing anything smaller. So I think I'm going to roll with this. And maybe some of this more in the background. The stars, the little jellyfish. Set that to the side. All right. Let's do a little test. It's so big. That's the only thing. so big. Do I want to just, let me see here on this. Do I just want to do my own? Oh, I really like that. All right, we're gonna try. Maybe just a few. I'll start on her arm or someplace else. See, there we go. That's what I want. I wanted it smaller though, so we'll see here. Another one right there. Hi, Kathleen. And it doesn't have to be solid, but I wanted to make it look like she's a mermaid. What do y'all think? Are we pulling it off? And of course, I can get in there with pencil for more detail. Kind of sharpen up those little edges. All right, let's see. And you could do this with ink as well, but I'm trying to use pastel as much as I can. Let me get that one. What do y'all think? All right, so her stomach, I'm just going to go right over the top of those laces, and then I'll erase the laces where the laces are, because I want it to look like that's her stomach. But I don't want to have to try to go in between all those, whereas now I can just take my eraser or a posca and go over those laces to get them back to be white. All right, so let's see. Now let's get her face. All right, here we go. Okay, I got a little bit of magenta right there, picking it up from the back of the stencil. Let's see here. Being very particular where I put these on her face. All right, I think that's good. Oh, wait, let me do one over here on her arm. All right. What do y'all think? Just like a hint, it's like, all right, so now I think what I need to do is go spray. I think I need to go spray, and then just make sure that there's anything else that I need to erase or fix before I go spray it. Because once you spray it, there's no going back to erasing. And then we can get in here with pencil. All right, now do I want to add some of these bubbles kind of thing in the background? Or does it need it? Do I want any kind of bubbles? Do y'all think it needs any bubbles? What do y'all think? cotton paste? Do you think some bubbles would look good? Some blue bubbles here and there, or do you think it needs it? Or should I just leave the green? Let me back up. Let me back up a little. What do y'all think? Does it need bubbles in the background? Does it need, of course, I can do this with ink too. I don't have to, after I've sprayed this, I can come back with ink and maybe put some of the jellyfish in there. All right. I'll leave it for now. We can always go back in and add more. Miranda said bubbles. Okay, well, I'm going to go spray it because one of the things about spraying it, I've got to be careful. This is ink, right? I should have paid attention. Was I using archival ink or was I using distress ink? Because this might run if I'm not careful with the spray. So I'm going to not put anything else on it till I spray it. So then we'll go back. We can go back with that. Okay, everybody's saying bubbles. Okay, we'll add bubbles, but I'll probably add the bubbles with ink after I spray it. So I'm going to BRB and I'm going to go outside and spray and then we'll continue on. All right, and I'm drinking all this lemon water. I might need to make a pit stop. Okay, and also keep a baby wipe handy to keep your hands clean so you're not getting things all over your piece. All right, let me find my spray. Make sure I get the matte, not the gloss, and I'll be right back, guys. Give me about 2 minutes. Okay. Put some paper back in the door so it's not rattling. Okay. All right. We still here? We still good? Okay. All righty. Now, I think I'm done with the pastels. So I'm going to put those away. Well, I need a thumbnail. Take a picture of thumbnail it, so I won't put them away. I'll just set them on top of the boxes of them over here to the side for now. With all the tools. All right. It's off my hands again. Alrighty, so now got to get out the pencils. Pencils. I like saying that. Pencils. All right, so I probably have to. All right, so I told y'all. Let me go ahead and back up and show y'all. I organized all my pencils, and these are the leftovers. These are my. So it seems like every time I just need a pencil, I just come over here to the nubs. But I do have this. I did organize all my pencils. In rubber bands. So, and I could put them up here on my build, and I might, but just so you can see, let's just lay them out. So when I say, when I'm digging out in the nubs, I just want y'all to know I am not short on pencils. I am not short on pencils when I'm working out of the nubs. Okay? And they all fit in this deep box here. So this is why when I need a pencil, I go here. Oh, so yeah. So just FYI, so I already had 2 or 3, probably maybe 3 or 4 sets of Prismacolors over the years. I replace them as I go. Then my mom, and I also have 2 more sets in pencil cases. My mom, when she passed away, I took her pencils. My Uncle Gary, when he passed away, my Aunt Edie sent me his pencils. So I've got probably, just to here, not even the pencil cases, there's probably 6 sets of Prismacolors here. So don't ever think Dee Dee needs pencils because I'm using, one of these or something, right? Okay, so I'm going to pick out what I need here. I don't think I'll need any grays, although I will pick one blue gray because of her skin. So let's put those away. I have black and white over here. I always got extra black and whites because I use those all the time. And I do have pencil, holders. So if it really gets nubby. That's what Cameron says. That's what Cameron says, Jonna. Okay, so let's see. Now, what colors of shades of blue? I need this shade, a lighter shade. I'm looking at my piece right here while I'm picking pencils. I really try to use as few colors. Now, when I'm doing people portraits and pet portraits, way more colors. When I'm doing a color book, I'm saying, well, what can I do with just this many? Because I can get more done. So there's that. And I'm not saying that I won't need some of these as I go, but I probably have a nub to pull from. All right, so I'm not really going to use any teal today. So we'll put the teal away. Green, I might do some green in the background, but I'll probably do that with ink. So I don't know that I'm going to need any greens either. If I need some more like extra, I'll pull that. So I don't need the greens. Not going to need any purple. I will need some magentas. Let's see. Here we go. So I don't think I'll need pink, but I'll need some different magentas. 2 or 3, maybe 2. Let's just get 2 for her hair. We'll get black cherry and dark purple. I think, no, that's dahlia purple. Do I need a darker one? Maybe. All right, we'll go with those 3. Because I really want it to be, I might even need, let me go back to the magentas here. I might go with this color too. So those 3 or 4. Okay, I'm not going to use any yellow because I'm not trying to make her skin, tone. I don't need any of those. I don't need any orange. I don't need any reds. I'm looking. Don't need any red. Okay. Do I need any browns? I think this might be it. Okay. I'll just set these to the side. If I need them, they're going to be right here. I'll keep my little tray here. And just set this aside for now. All right. And my stencil if I need that. Okay. John and Darcy have both been here before to my show and been on stream. It's been a while. It's been years, but they have been here. John and her sister Darcy. All right, so there we go with that. Let's get my little pencil. Let me empty out my little bowl of ASMR. That was a loud ASMR. All right, so I'm going to zoom in again. And let's see what we can do here now. How's our lighting? Looks pretty good. It's a little darker in person, but I don't want to get it too dark for you while I'm working on it. All right, so all right, I'm going to go ahead and start with the dark blue. I'm going to make sure it's nice and sharp, and I just use whatever sharpener. I got this with the woodies. I'm going to take it out for now, but this is for the woodies, the Stabilo woodies. Nice big sharpener for those. All right, so let's go ahead, maybe zoom in one more. How's that look? Okay, now it's all sprayed now, so it should be safe to, lay my arm down on there. All right, so, and also I'm going to need a black Sharpie for the black, like, pupils. Because remember, I've gone over all this with chalk. So anything that's dark, if you want dark line art back, you're going to have to put that back in. Like her eyelashes, I'm going to do all that. But I don't want to do her actual eyelashes yet because I'm going to do some skin on top. So let's just get the line there. See how that stood out just by doing the pupils? And then probably in the and then I'll also be needing some posca in a little bit. My brain was on overload. Oh, all right. Inside her ear, maybe right in that. Because there's going to be a lot of high contrast by the time I'm done. But I'm just picking out a couple areas that are very, very dark. It's not going to be too many actual black areas, but somewhere around her ears here. All right. Yeah, let's go back with the blue. Oh, the door's rattling. Hang on. Are there any newbies here today? Oh yeah, if you're not usually saying hi and talking to us, if you're a lurker, feel free to come on in and say something. Now I'm not coloring in those scales solid. I like the look of them being very fainty like, but I just want to maybe pick up just a little bit darker areas of them. Then, of course, along her hairline is going to be darker. And I did not go in with I didn't do her eyebrows with any chalk, so, or pastel rather. So let's go ahead and get her eyebrows in. I'm still wanting her lips to be blue, I think, but I'll do her eyebrows magenta. Do I need to zoom in again? I think I do. There we go. Thank you, Darlene. All right, let's keep sharpening now. You want to keep your pencils really sharp. So her hairline will kind of carry into her hair right in here. Just a little. And so now with the pencil, I can add some smaller little scale looking things. And her eyelashes, I'll go over that here shortly. See, just a little bit more oomph. Just tried that stencil on my face. Oh my gosh, girl. You're something else. So, any questions, just holler out or talk about what y'all are working on. Did y'all do anything for Mother's Day, or do y'all do anything? I cooked my own Mother's Day meal because it was what I wanted, the food I wanted. Hupster doesn't fix fried squash, onions, wok spinach, or salmon and rice. So he didn't. He doesn't cook that. He'll grill us out anything on the grill. And he does make a mean asparagus and an asparagus casserole. There's some things that he makes really. He's a better cook than me, actually. He is. But that's what I wanted yesterday. I wanted salmon. So, all right, now I'm going to go ahead and go back in with the sharp. Now this is a Sharpie pen, not a marker. Hi, Lana. Hi, Foxy. Melinda. So I'm going to move this weekend. Okay. Yeah, we've done that with Samantha. So now I'm going to do her eyelashes. And that door is still rattling. I'm going to hold it up when I do one side so you can see one without and one with. Very light. See, that's what's nice about the Sharpie pen. You can get tiny little details. Okay. You'll hear that door rattling. A pad of Post-it notes stuck in it, and it's still rattling. I want her to have really extra dramatic lashes. I don't always do that, but because she's a mermaid. Spent this afternoon with my daughter and 3 grandsons. Hi, Tommy Joe. My kids took me to brunch. So, yeah, you got to divide your time. Linda worked on art projects with Tim. Oh. Yeah, Denise and I, of course, Annie's in LA, so I didn't get to, be with her. But Denise took me, we went, we hung out last Sunday because she was in a wedding this Sunday. And I'll show you. I'm not going to get too in the weeds until the pictures are posted, but so you can kind of see. So she's in that party there. So she was in a wedding this weekend. All right, let's see. I don't think I want this. It's too purple. Let me sharpen. So I think I want to go with this one, which is dark purple, but let's see. I want to make sure. Yeah. Dark purple. And then I'm going to go with dark purple and process red, which is like a magenta. And I'm going to forego that color. Right down. Okay, I'm going to go with these two. And white Posca highlights. Hi, Tina. You made it in. Okay, thank you for stopping in, Tina. I know you're busy. Thanks for stopping in. I'm just doing a pan pastel and coloring today after I showed my book haul. So let me do a little section here so you can see what it's going to look like. Whether we get all this hair done in an hour, I don't know. But I really want to work on her skin. But I'll do a little section of her hair just so you can see where it's going to go, because it'll all be the same. It's just going to take time to do all this hair, right? So I want to get some of the very dark darks. And take your time. I'll just do this little section right here. But because you have the pan pastel base on it, it's a lot less work. Just saying. Okay, so let's just go with that. Now I'm going to go with the process red. I'm going to go over what I just did and then carry it further up. Very soft. Sitting here and going shh, 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 shh. Can you hear somebody doing the weed blower or weed whacker out there? See, I like those noises. Doesn't bother me. It's like I like noise in the background. But then again, I'm funny. I don't like a lot of music. I mean, I love music. Don't get me wrong. I love music, but I like when I'm working, it kind of music affects my emotions real easily. So I can get different emotions when I'm listening to different music. And I just like to, not feel a certain way when I'm working. Or if I feel a certain way, it's what I want to feel, not something that's being projected on me, like music does. Music will project the emotions on you. Which is okay if you want that, but when I'm working, I just want to have whatever emotions I want to have. Okay, so you can kind of see how it's going. See the difference? Let's see. I put on IG. Okay, I'll go check that later. Reptilian lady. She's not reptilian. She's a mermaid. She's a mermaid, Tina. Those are scales. Well, I guess scales will be on a reptilian as well. But yeah, she's a mermaid. It's Mermay. All right, so you can kind of see where this is going. She's blue too. I thought that would help. Okay, so you can kind of see how that's going to look, right? And then, let me finish. I got to do a little bit more over here first before I start adding little waves of flowy hair. But I want to do that too. But you want to get all the base done first before you start putting like the highlights on top. And we'll get back into her face here in a minute. So just like right in here, you can kind of see the high contrast. See how we've gone from that to that? Let's get a little bit more. All right, so now I'll take my white. Let's see this text. The first day my parents moved to their condominium apartment, Dad said, I can hear someone else using a lawnmower. Yeah, I'm Aquarius, Tess. Yeah, I'm Aquarius. Okay, so let's see. So I'm going to put some extra highlights. You know, keep it kind of minimum because it'll have more impact if you just kind of don't go too crazy with the highlights. But I'm going to show you how it looks really cool to go. And I know y'all seen me do it 100 times. I always do it. So let's just kind of soften the edges where the there goes that door again. I have a Post-it note stuck in it. Like that. Okay, now I don't want to get too far down, so I haven't done the shading down in here. All right, so you can see here that. Now what I want to show you, though, is what you can take. And cross over a few to give her like a windswept look like that. And if you don't want them white, just let it dry. I don't want to go too far because I haven't done this. Let this dry, and then you can go back over it with the magenta to knock it back any place you want it, don't want it white. Do you see how that works? Let's get a little, what's right in here? But you got to let it dry. If you don't let it dry, you'll just scratch off the posca. Okay, so we're going to leave that for now. I'm going to go back over, sharpen my gray and my blue. All right. I am going to go back in with the purple, just to let me sharpen. I want to add a couple darker purple hairs in her eyebrows. I always like their eyebrows a little extra heavy. It just looks dramatic. Plus, she's a mermaid, so she can have extra dramatic hair. There we go. Oh, I like that. Wind and water sweat, yes. And if I want, I could go in here with my paint and put a thing of water right over her face, which maybe we'll do. We'll see. I don't know if I'll get far enough in the hair to do that, because you have to have all this background done before you do any kind of, dramatic over the top, or those the hairs like that or anything like that, or a cloud or mist. If I put a mist over her, you have to get all this done because you don't want to try to be, trying to color around all that. So here, like any place where that's too white, you can just kind of take your pencil and just kind of knock it back, but it'll still show up Even though you're going over it, it'll still be there. Okay. She's looking gorgeous. Thank you, Arlene. Thank you, Cat and Paste. All right, so now I'm going to go back into her face here. And just kind of maybe get a couple more extra scales. And then go in here with my white. Let me sharpen. And again, if what you're going to do, like right here, if this isn't going to be white enough, well, it is, but if it wasn't, then I can go in there with my posca. All right, so in the eyes here. And then I want to get the light blue sharpen. Oh my gosh, that door. Well, I think since I'm not using the pan pastels, I'm going to open the door so if the cats come in, the pan pastels are right here on the floor so I can kind of monitor that. I can't stand that door jittering. Okay, so let's get her pupils nice and blue. And then go back in with the, I should have said the irises, now the pupils. And then get my posca and get those highlights back. And maybe just a slight highlight. Ooh, it picked up a little bit of purple on that. I'm going to leave it. I don't want to mess that up. I like that. All right, so now go back with the white. Always make sure you clean off your tip. I have a papers right next to me. I can scrape off my pencils over here. All right, so now let's get in her lips here. And her teeth. Live under the water lilies. I don't know what that is, Rachel. What's a black marker on? It's probably just a piece of crud. Okay. All right, so let's keep working here. And I wanted to remember to get out the Camilla de Recco's mermaid book because I might work in that this month. And also, do I think I'm going to do her fingernails magenta? And also the, what do you call it? The creepy one. The creepy one book. So now this is where you take your time and you do some nice shading and blending. So her fingers on her face right there. A little bit of ear back there. I want to keep her kind of dreamy looking though. Get a little lighter on her finger there. So I'll go get those books in a minute. I'll work on her hand here for a minute. I'll try to finish this today and post it on Instagram. Hashtag Mermay. And Janet is not streaming today because she's got company. Her family's in this week. So she usually streams at 1. Let's get a couple more little scales there. Just a little. Maybe a couple more fingers. Not too much, just a little touch. Thank you, Debbie. It's just, even though with the pastel as a base, which that would have been hours of work with pencil, you still got all this, you still got time, a lot of detail to do. I just want to make sure, keep it kind of rounded so it looks, kind of like a scale like that. Oh, I do want to see about doing those bubbles or the octopus in the background with some ink. And then I want her bodice here to be really just this dark color. I just want this to be almost solid. But I want this color. And then maybe the little grommets where the lace is at. I don't know if I want to do with that. But I do know I want, well, let's do the scales first. And then I'll do the white posca laces. Call Mermay scales my daughter. So I am glancing up every now and then. I'm just trying to stay in frame. Hopefully I am. Okay, sharpening. Hi, Michelle. Probably make a little bit more shadow and stuff in the bodice, but I'll get it based in. Almost like I'm gonna say velvet because that wouldn't be like underwater fabric. What is it, baby? I let you in, but you can't come up here. Let me get the Posca on all that detail here in a minute. Which, remember, if you go over it with white Posca, let the Posca dry, and then you can go over it with a color. But it'll still retain the brightness of the Posca underneath. Okay, she went in the window, so she's okay. Some skin and under there. Just going to try to fade that out a little. All right, now, when you spray the fix-it, does it add? No, it does not add any texture. Now, I do a light spray. I don't get in there and right up on it. You know, I'm far away, so it doesn't leave dots or specks. And it's better to do a couple of light coats than one heavy coat. Spray light. So even though I'm doing these grommets white, I can go back over them with a color. Could do it in, you know, some gold or okay, let's get some of that lace in here. And Posca is also good for getting rid of edges. Like, I don't know, if there's just edges, like let's just say there was a line for a cheek or something. It's a color in a color book page. You can get rid of the lines, like right here on the edge of this lace. I can get rid of the line art so it looks softer on the edge. So Posca is good for that too. Okay. Now I do need a little bit lighter around her lip here. A little bit lighter on her lip. What do y'all think? How's she looking? All right. Let's go back in. Let's go back in here with a little bit more on the scales. I'm not pushing down hard. I'm just skimming the top of the pastel. Okay, so now I want to do something on the background. Some bubbles or those little octopus or something. And then I want to go get those other color books. Baby, you can't come up here. I don't want you up here, honey. No. Come on. Let's get down. Ugh. Some inside some of that lace there. All you that color, what's your favorite medium to use? Do you like color pencils? Do you like watercolor? Like I like to do a lot of acrylic washes as a base. What do y'all like to use in your color books? Markers? What do y'all like to use in your color books? Hi, Aunt Beck. Yes, cloud discard. I know. I can't help it, Rachel. I'll never get done if I stop and pet her every time. Let me stop and look. Arlene likes pencils and alcohol markers. I'm just going to wait until I see things in caps. Missy is pencils. Miranda, marker-based color pencils and gel pens. I always like to know what other people's preferences are, you know? I like a little bit of everything. Tommy Joe, same as Arlene. Pencils for Missy. Solid enough to use your Sharpies. Well, as long as it's one-sided, you can use Sharpies or alcohol markers. Icy likes colored pencils, acrylics, and watercolors. I can't decide. I know. Aunt Beck, color pencils, but markers are faster. Yeah, that's why I like doing acrylic bases, acrylic wash bases, or pan pastel, like I did today. This was a pan pastel base. All right, well, I got to get into those. Let me finish her arms here. I got to get that background a little bit more. Am I staying in frame? Yeah. Pan pastels and pencils for Debbie. Debbie, you need a Instagram. You need an Instagram account, Debbie. I don't think you have one, do you? If you do, I don't think you've ever said. You just show us your work, Debbie. I said in my teacher voice. Linda likes watercolors. All right, so there we go. I need a little more definition on a couple of these. Okay. I want to do a little bit more lightening on her face. Lightning. And always make sure that your white pencil is cleaned off, especially on a face, or you'll be smashing in color to the face. Still a little bit of teacher's pet. Hi, Jeff. How you doing? Good to see you. Light marker over colored pencil. Now, you say marker over colored pencil. Now, do you use like your Copics over wax pencils? Kat, does that not damage your Copics? Need some deets on that. See this right here? This is what all our hair is going to look like. So you can just have to kind of imagine it. Her hair is going to look like this everywhere. And so it's going to look very, see how much more dramatic that looks? Hi, Wendy. Tombos over Prismas. Okay. And it doesn't dry them out or whatever, prevent them from working. I'm kind of surprised at that, Kat. Just me. I'm kind of surprised. I'm always leery of using markers over waxed pencils, But you color beautifully, so who am I to say? Let me show y'all a couple of Kat's color book pieces. I can't say because your work is stunning. She's been doing these cute little bunnies, Benny Blue bunnies. I don't know. This one's not kind of dark to show. Let's scroll through. Aren't they adorable? Look at that. Look at that fur on his face. Look at that furry face. Oh my gosh. Well, there's the cameras. And the camera's kind of, there we go. Glaring in it. She's been doing a lot of those little bunnies. They're so cute. Look at that. So it's cat and paste. Look at that fur. Isn't that awesome, guys? Isn't that beautiful? I know. We'll go follow Cat and Paste. Let's see. What's her full name? Cat and Paste _ Yeah, Cat and Paste _ Look at her header. I lost my purple crayon. A cat took it. How am I supposed to color the grass? Oh my gosh. Each bunny has a layer of orange Tombow over the Prismas. And it doesn't ruin the Tombows? I gotta say, I am really surprised. Let me clean some of these crumbs off here. All right, so now this wants to roll. Marker in front of it. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to have more detail. Like I'm going to highlight the fingers here. Sorry, I got to draw a straight line. I got to turn it. Adding some little highlights here, and I'll keep kind of cleaning off my posca. All right, I got to get that background in. I'll keep doing some more highlights, but all right, so let's see about using stencils. Let me get my green ink again. The room is piling up. Lots to clean when I'm done. All right, so now let's see. No, I don't want green. I want blue. I think I want the blue. What color? I kind of want. I don't want to see. I don't want to go into aqua. I mean, teal. I want to keep it the gray blue. So let's see what I can do. I'll have to do a test. Let's see. Let me get this back out. I want to test my colors here because I want to keep it all kind of just those colors. I don't want to add a fourth color. So let's test the bubbles. That looks good. But do I also want, where's my little, what do I do with my little, I got stars might be good too. No. Where's my little, oh, what do I do with it? Did I put it away? Oh my gosh, I wanted that little, there it is. I wanted this. Let's do a test here. See, I wanted to do some of these little jellyfish. I have to pick that up. These little jellyfish. Or do I want even maybe some of the little fish? See, I just kind of want that in the background. But I like the jellyfish better. And the bubbles. So we're going to see. I just want one or two little jellyfish. Hope this works. It did work. Maybe another one right there. Like that. What do y'all think? And I'm going to put a few bubbles too. All right, so let's put maybe another one down here. They're going to be subtle because there's so much green. Now I'm going to flip the stencil over the other way so that the jellyfish goes the other way. Oops. Don't really see it very much because of the green. That one showed up a little better. Maybe I just need a little bit more blue. What do y'all think? It needs another one. Turn it back over. It needs another one right there. But now I got to kind of soften. I got to kind of soften. I should put some paper under that. I got to soften these edges here. Although I'm probably going to cut this down, so I don't really need to worry about that. What do y'all think? Working? Extensive pencil attaches for an entire CC. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do another little one here. And maybe one more down in here. Oops. I need another one down in here. Okay. Now I want some bubbles and I want them to really be darker. So, and I think I want the little, do I want the littler ones or do I want the bigger ones? I think I want the littler ones. So I'm going to make sure my brush is really loaded with the ink. Oh, that looks nice. What do y'all think? Oh, sorry, I'm off camera. I'm off camera. Doesn't that look good? Maybe a couple right in there. When I back up, you'll see the whole thing here in a minute. I don't want to lose my jellyfish. Just kind of spacing it out. Okay. All right, let me back up. And again, I don't really want the edges to be harsh, but I'm going to trim it down because I want it to be, it's the European cut A2 5. I don't know. Anyway. All right. So let me move this. Hang on. Gotta have some space. I think she's looking good. Thank you, Rachel. All right, I'm going to run in the other room and grab and again, see her hair there, how nice and dark it is. All her hair is going to look like this. And she'll have a little bit darker under the bodice here. I don't have the gray here, but this is going to be darker under, it's going to be some shadows like under her hair here. And they'll have some darker, more contrast in here. So this will all kind of stand out a little more. Just so you can kind of get an idea like that. But I really like how she turned out. Oh, wait, I see one thing I need to fix on her eye. Hang on. Sharpening. I need just a little bit more pupil. Got a little carried away with the underliner. I like. And then just a little bit. Well, that was the iris. This is the pupil. I want to make sure it's nice and black. And then maybe just the slightest little. Just a little bit in the. All right, let me go grab those other color books. Sip of water here. I see it. I'll move out of the way. So let me show you the Camilla Del Recco here real quick. Look at the size of the difference here. Look. Look at the difference in the size. Okay, so let's go ahead. This is the first one, the Manga coloring book. Well, it's the first one I knew of. And then I got the mermaids, have not done that much in them. And then the cute and creepy, we have worked. Oh, this is my new. Oh, it's not the one. Let me go get the one I worked in. This is the new one. Hang on. I bought a new one in case we filled it up this year because this one's quite full. All right, so let me show you these real quick, and then I will finish her hair later and post this on IG. And yeah. Oh. So this was the first one. Do I need to back? I think I need to back out one. There we go. And let's make sure the lighting, it's not too flashed out. Maybe just a little brighter. There we go. Okay. Hey, Zippy! Zippy! Oh, Zippy! Oh, wait, I did it too much. Oh my gosh. My eyes are watering now. Good to see you, Zippy. All right, let me show you all these real quick before we go. So these are some of the pages that we've done. This is the pop manga one. I haven't done that. Is this the old one? Yeah, okay. So I've done a few in this one. I'm just going to kind of flip over. I'm not going to show the whole book. I'll just flip over to the ones that I've done. Here's our narwhal. You got that for your granddaughter, Lori? Isn't it fun? I love that little unicorn. I love the unicorn with the rainbow balls. Uh-oh, the cat's going to go get that one. I think that one, it comes with a bunch, thank goodness, because that one flew away. Somewhere the cat's going to go look for it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Thank you, Oliver, for showing me. Oh, Malibu. Thank you, Malibu, for showing me where it went. Okay, so there's my mermaid, narwhal mermaid. And again, this is black acrylic paint in the back, and this is all paint here. All right, so I'll show you the cute and creepy in a minute. Got her. Cat's under there. Her. I'm going to go kind of quick here. Her. Didn't do a whole lot in the pop manga one, but she also has a how to draw pop manga book. Okay, then this mermaid one, I've only done a couple in here, but that's why I pulled this thinking we should maybe do, maybe work in it for Mermay. So we got this one for Mermay, you know. Yeah, then some of these are just painted just to show you how to do a painted background. So I think this one's mostly samples. Although we did this one. This is pan pastel and pencil. And I think I got a couple more in here. All the octopus tentacles and her. This was pan pastel. And I think maybe there's one more. Oh, Denise, that's Denise's color in there with the crap pencils, as she calls it. Ooh, baby. And then now Cute and Creepy is the one that we're doing we've done it the last couple of Octobers. And so we've done a lot in this. So I'm just going to flip through this whole book because we have done quite a bit in the Cute and Creepy. So oh, what is this? Is that a unicorn mermaid? Unicorn? Baby, oh, Cloud. I know. Love your mama. I know. All right, but let me show the color book, okay? Oh, let me zoom in one because we're kind of a little far away. And the cat is in the way. Baby. Oh my gosh. So I want to actually finish this book, complete it. We've done a lot in it, and I work in it in October. I've done it the last couple of Octobers, in between Inktober. And the backgrounds, wherever you see black backgrounds, that's acrylic paint. I know she's a needy cat. I got two of them. Her brother. They're twins. They were in the womb together. Yes, they were. All right. I love my little Yetis. Look, I gave them underarm hairs. Oh my goodness. So we still have quite a few left to color in here. And again, painted acrylic backgrounds. So I don't know if we'll finish it this year because there's still a lot left, but I did buy an extra copy of the book for maybe other years. These two, I like them too. Again, this is paint. See, the little cat I made it look like you could hardly see the cat back there. But that's paint. Got a flash there. So this is her cute and creepy. We still have quite a few to go. This one's one of my favorites. Look at that expression on her face. So anyway, and the bat. So I hope y'all have enjoyed coloring out of this one. Where's the book itself? Now we've done a couple out of this book. Now these, I say book, but they come with the plastic like clamp thing along the edge, and they all come apart, so you can take the cardstock apart, and have individual pages rather than trying to get them out of the book. So we've done her, and then I did her with the gold crown. And she was not a leopard. I made her a leopard with cat eyes and fangs. And then her collar there's all glittery. But this is out of the Set of Art Gold by Mariola Budak. And here's one of her little mini posters in here. I got it signed. Miss Melody sent me this one. Or had it sent to me from Poland. So we've got lots more to go in this book. And I got some bookmarks and things too. So this is the one I want to finish today. Gave her mermaid. I gave her kind of a mermaid scaly skin. So this is what her hair is going to look like when I finish it. I'll finish it today, and then I'll post it on Instagram. So I hope y'all enjoyed today and seeing all the art books at the beginning that I got for Mother's Day. Do you have time to read Read a bit? Read a bit? No, not really, Rachel. It's 11:45. I got to go wrestle up a salad left over with my salmon from yesterday. So, you mean read from the book? I was going to do that on Wednesday, Rachel. You mean read our books? These? What did you want me to read? Make it quick, Rachel. Tell me what it is you want read. Make it quick. Let me know what you're talking about. Quickly, Rachel. You just want some more ASMR. My ice is melted. All right, we'll read out of our books on Wednesday. So, okay. If you want me to read the other thing I want to do on Wednesday real quick is I want to work maybe in the Alice in Wonderland. I turned this is what the book cover looked like, but I turned it into an Alice in Wonderland. So I'm going to put Alice quotes in this book. And so I don't like this washi tape. I think I'm going to tear this page out. I don't like the washi tape. But anyway, I'm going to get some Alice quotes and some Alice bling and start working in the Alice in Wonderland little journal. So we'll probably work on that on Wednesday. So do y'all have any questions? Any questions? Thank you, Terry. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you, Zippy. Do you want to see what she does when I pop this? Oh, my goodness. All right, guys. Hi, Ruth. Good to see you. Tell P Money I said hi, and hi to you too, Ruth. Okay, I will see you guys on Wednesday. This cat is just so needy today. So needy. so needy. Thanks, Icy. All right, guys. Y'all have a good, y'all have a good afternoon, and we will see you on Wednesday. Thanks, Julie. Thanks for being here. Bye bye.